Hi there, everybody. Cameron Morrissey here. Today we're going to talk about dealing with a boss who doesn't appreciate you, or your coworkers for that matter, and the efforts that you put in. Now, before I dive in, I want to give some perspective on this, because this is an area where almost all leaders can take a lesson and can improve. And that is that most leaders are hyper-focused on problems. When you think about your own work, you're usually focused on fixing problems. You're not looking to recognize the successes nearly as much. And when I work with leaders personally, that's almost always an area where they all admit that they could improve on. So just know that a lot of leadership is struggling in this particular area. But with that caveat, of course, your leader and your boss should be appreciating the efforts as often as humanly possible. But what I want to do is I want to take this away from the leader and off of their plate and put it on yours, because I want you to have some control over the appreciation that you feel about the work that you're doing. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to focus on appreciating others. When you appreciate others, your other coworkers, your other employees, if you're in a management role, then that appreciation is often reciprocated. All right, so you've created this virtuous loop where everybody is appreciating one another. It builds the right culture. It's the right thing to do, and it builds teamwork. It breaks down those barriers. So if you want to feel more appreciated at your job, try appreciating others and demonstrating that appreciation for others on the job, and I assure you that you will get more appreciation in return. The second big thing to do if you want to feel more appreciated is to monitor your own successes. Set aside some time at the end of every week. I do this personally, where I recognize the successes that I had. Otherwise, you fall into a trap of always focusing on what you need to still work on, what can still be made better. Set apart some time. It only takes 5, 10, 15 minutes to write down the successes you had, the things that you learned, the milestones that you reached, the obstacles that you overcame, all of those little successes. We all have those successes. I want you to write those down and start tracking them. All right, you can come up with a spreadsheet. You can come up with your own goals for sales, for invoices processed, orders shipped, whatever it is that you're held accountable for, whatever metrics. Write up your own spreadsheet and keep track of it and post it somewhere on your wall where you can keep your successes in front of you. You will feel more appreciated and more accomplished, quite frankly, if you do that. And the trick to this is you would be surprised how many executives will walk by and ask you what that spreadsheet is that's up on the wall. They'll ask you what that pie chart is, that graph that you have up there. And then you can talk about your successes, and you're not bragging and you're not looking for that appreciation. It comes to you. So yes, every leader, every boss should be appreciating their staff as often as humanly possible. But a lot of times they can't find the time and they can't find the focus to, or they're just not really cut out for that aspect of leadership. In those cases, you can take charge of your own appreciation, not wait for somebody else to show it to you. Thanks. Have a good one, everyone.